Hi guys, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday for Tuesday, May 8th, 2018. This is Jennifer. Right off the top, I want to apologize for all the ambient noise. I plan to do this in my backyard today, and you can probably hear some banging back there. The people directly behind my house are having their siding replaced. As you can see, I have Rainbow Cascade completely done. I got the binding on this weekend. It's 100% finished. It has a label. Rainbow Cascade was my first free quilt along hosted by my Patreon patrons. It was sort of an experiment to see what kind of support and income I would have doing a free quilt along as opposed to a paid one, and as it turned out, I broke about even. I had way less participants than I've ever had in a quilt along before. I think the pattern was a little too daunting for some people. I think what I learned from this is that Patreon is a whole lot more work than I anticipated, and I would kind of rather just design patterns when I feel like designing patterns and put them out than try to keep pushing myself to design patterns when I'm not even in the mood to do it. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and delete my Patreon. So for everyone who has supported me over the last year on Patreon, I want to thank you greatly. I never even broke $200, but every penny that I got was helpful, and it was a boon to Sewhook. It enabled me to finish some projects, and it enabled me to do some other really cool things. This quilt was designed when I was recovering from surgery. I'd had another idea for a quilt along, and then that kind of didn't pan out, and I still have that design, so we may come back to that at some point. This came up, and I started sharing it with Jules, and I shared it with Amber, and they both said, go for it, let's do this one, and they tested it for me. And from there, Rainbow Cascade was born. There are over 3,000 pieces in this quilt. I did mention that before. I gave you guys the actual number when I showed you the completed quilt top. It was tedious at times. There were times I didn't want to work on it. There were times that I looked at it and thought, what was I thinking? And there were times when I joked that the designer must have been crazy, and maybe she was a little bit. This was something in my head that I needed to get out, and for the few of you who quilted along with me, who finished a quilt, I want to say thank you, because it means the world to me that you liked this enough to make it too. I am planning to put this on my bed. It hasn't been washed yet, but it will be washed today. I'm going to do that after recording. And I want to give a huge thank you to Jennifer Rolls, also known as Playful Piecing. She did the astonishing quilting on this. I showed you guys a close-up last week, and I will go ahead and show you a close-up of the quilt now, so you can not only see the piecing, but you can see all of the beautiful work that she did with the quilting. And then I'll show you a little bit of the back with the label. The label was designed in Brilliant's Essential software and stitched out on my Brother PE770. It's like sort of the simplest embroidery machine you can get that's just an embroidery machine, but it does the job for me, and I really enjoy it. I primarily use it for labels, and then I do occasionally do a couple other things, but mostly I use it for quilt labels. And now that I've shown you my beautiful quilt that I am so in love with that I want to like walk around with it wrapped around me, I have some mail to show you guys, so we're just gonna do it outside because I'm already here. I got a couple of birthday gifts last week, and I wanted to share those with you. First of all, our very own Robin, RS Island Crafts, sent me some of her knitted dishcloths that she makes like every single day, I think. I mean, Robin's always making dishcloths, and knitted are my favorite. I haven't had new ones in like 3 years, and I've started to have to toss some, so thank you, Robin, very much for these. On Saturday, I got a completely fantastic birthday package from Jules, and she's always worth the wait, and it's almost a joke between us at this point, because her package for my birthday is always just a smidge light, but it keeps the party going, and it just always brings a smile to my face. So I want to share you the goodies that she sent me. First are these amazingly cute little earrings to what I think are fat quarters of Moda Grunge. This awesome little Creative Grid ruler. It is from Hip Stitch, was one of her local stores, and Creative Grids is my favorite kind of ruler because they have these, if you can see that, they have these little tactile dots on the back, and they help grip the cutting board. These super awesome, adorable Moda Merit badges, and I think my favorite one is the No Regrets seam ripper at the bottom. These are great. Sent me this really fantastic cat panel, which will probably be a quilt at some point. I'm gonna put that on my list. I have some black and white paw prints and some other black and white animal fabric, and I'm thinking it would go really well with this amazing panel of all these really gorgeous cats. The last part of the gift came with this super fun dish towel, which smells amazing. I wish you guys could smell it. It says, "Heal the world, cook dinner tonight." I cook 4 or 5 times a week, and then we do leftovers most of the other nights of the week, so cooking is kind of one of my things. So oh my god, it smells so good. I am extremely appreciative, not of just this, but what this came with. So this came from the spice store called, I think it's Pin's Eyes, or Pin's Eyes, I'm not sure. I don't want to open this too far because it's got some loose stuff in it, but it's got some really awesome spices. There are some bay leaves, there's cinnamon sticks, all kinds of really wonderful stuff. Let me hold it up so you can see it a little bit. After this video, I'm putting this stuff right in my kitchen so it can go into rotation. So thank you, Jules, so much. I love you, I miss you, and I cannot wait to see you later this year. For those of you that don't know, a whole bunch of us from Talk to Me Tuesday are gonna go to the International Quilt Show in the fall in Houston. That's in November, so if you guys wanna do a meetup and you can get yourself to Houston, we will have a meetup. That's the International Quilt Festival in Houston in November. So just let me know if you're going and we'll try to plan a meetup. We did a Fandom and Stitches and Sew Hooked meetup last year. I plan to do that again, but if we have enough Talk to Me Tuesday people there, we will do just a Talk to Me Tuesday meetup. That is going to be it for me today. You guys have a wonderful week. You have a crafty week, and I will see you next week. Bye.